Travelers have been complaining to NBC10 Responds about refunds they can't seem to get from airlines. The viewer you're about to meet tried for almost a year to get his money back.
This was March of 2020. I flew down to Honduras, and this was like on the cusp of COVID.
Alfredo Astolero's vacation was focused on diving.
We're on a mission now to dive the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef. This is the second largest barrier reef in the world. I got there on like a Wednesday, and by that Sunday, it became like a huge thing all across the world.
The "it" he's referring to is COVID-19. Airports were closing. Countries were adding restrictions.
On the way back, they canceled the flight with the reasoning that their connecting flight was to El Salvador, and El Salvador wasn't letting non-residents through their airport.
Avianca, the airline on which he was originally booked, offered no options, so he booked a flight home on United. A few days later, he requested a refund from Avianca.
Shortly later, they started sending me like vouchers, like, oh, take this voucher, redeem your voucher. It'll be good for 1 year.
They kept telling you, we'll offer you a voucher, and you kept saying, but I don't want a voucher, I want my money back.
Exactly, because the voucher was good for a year. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to use it within that year.
According to the DOT, flyers filed almost 1,200 complaints against Avianca about refunds last year. In all, travelers lodged more than 102,000 complaints with the DOT for 2020 about airlines. In spring of 2020, the DOT reminded carriers, U.S. and foreign airlines, remain obligated to provide a prompt refund to passengers for flights to, within, or from the United States when the carrier cancels, even for non-refundable tickets. Alfredo says they weren't exactly denying his refund request, but would only say, we don't have a time frame for giving your money back. A year after his canceled flight, Alfredo reached out to NBC10 Responds. We reached out to Avianca Airlines.
Within a few days of reaching out to you guys, maybe 3 or 4 days, they had sent me, Avianca had sent me a form saying, hey, fill this out with your bank information and we'll wire you the money.
Less than 2 weeks later, Avianca wired Alfredo his refund of $362.69. We asked Avianca the reason for the delay. They only confirmed for us that Alfredo's money had been refunded. Alfredo says he wished he'd contacted us sooner.
I really appreciate the help.
Now, if you're still trying to get a refund from a flight canceled by the airline during COVID, you can file the complaint with the Department of Transportation. When you do that, the airline must acknowledge the complaint within 30 days and respond within 60 days. So NBC10 Responds has recovered more than $1,376,000 in money, goods, and services for our viewers. If you have a consumer complaint, just call us. The numbers are right there on your screen, or you can fill out a complaint form at NBC10.com/responds. We can help you both in English and Spanish.